Hi, my name is Erik Bahl. I live in Huntsville, Alabama, and I participated in the 2014 Motorcycle Cannonball Run on this bike, entry number 63. This is a 1929 BMW R63, which is a 735cc overhead valve machine. Some of you may have seen this bike. I had it on display in the swap meet area at Barber's. My spot is J5. I had it there in 2013 and 2014. Others may have followed my rebuild as well as my ride on my website, and then others I met on the road. I started the Cannonball in Daytona, and I finished in Kansas several days later when I had a rear bearing disintegrate which locked my engine. What took me out of the Cannonball was the fact that I had not allowed myself enough time to prepare this machine for a ride like this. I only got it together and running about 5 days before the Cannonball started. So when I got home, I thought if Lonnie did this again, I wanted to rebuild this bike and attempt again to take it coast to coast. It's a good riding machine, and I had a great time and met a lot of great people and got to see our beautiful country. It was announced shortly after I got back that the 2016 Cannonball would be 1916 or earlier motorcycles, which I did not own at the time. So once you do this, it gets in your blood. I started calling people and searching for a bike that would be suitable. I ended up finding a machine. I flew out to take a look at it and ended up buying it and having it shipped back to Alabama. The bike that I purchased is a 1915 Harley-Davidson Model 11F. This bike is a 61 cubic inch V-twin, magneto ignition, and a 3-speed transmission. Chain drive. Right now the transmission's out. When I bought this bike, the original owner had ridden it extensively, and he cautioned, although it was running, that the bike needed to be disassembled and everything needed to be checked. I also needed to disassemble this bike so I understood how everything went together, what tools I would need, and what kind of spare parts that I would need on the Cannonball. I've worked on BMWs my whole life, but this is the first time I've worked on a motorcycle outside of a BMW, and I'm not familiar with this technology at all. So this winter, actually, I've been taking things apart, inspecting items, seeing what it takes to get it apart, and getting an idea of what things wear and what the condition is. Currently, I've got the transmission out, which sits here. I'm in the process of rebuilding it. There's a toolbox that mounts here. I plan on having this bike together in the next couple months. I'll start riding it around the local area, as well as some longer trips over the spring. Hopefully, they will be uneventful, but if I produce, or if some problems should arise, it's stuff that I want to fix before the Cannonball starts. I will have this bike at Barber's again on display this year. It will be in the vintage swap meet area, J5. I'd love to meet you guys. If you'd like to follow my rebuild process, what I'm going to do is the website that I put together for the 2014 Cannonball, I'm going to archive the 2014 portion of that, and I'm starting a new section for 2016 where I'm going to document the disassembly of this. You can follow me on my website, and I want to thank all of the supporters, donors, and contributors that I had in 2014 that helped make this possible, and I look forward to seeing you and all of the Cannonball folks.